Hi there. All right, let's do some Playdate, shall we? I am so excited. Here it is. So excited for this thing. I was interested the moment I heard about it, and just a neat little gadget, neat little toy. I like neat things. So, been playing with it for a couple days now. I got it last week, but I was out of town, so I was only able to start monkeying with it a couple days ago. Side loaded some stuff, and that basically means just loading some games in addition to the season games that are in there, the season 1 games. So we'll go through this a little bit. So here is the Playdate. Notice the crank, the much publicized crank that you can kind of store away like that. Fits right in the side there. Actually, why don't we do this? Let's do this. Boing. This is gonna work. Here we go. Nope, not that. This. Okay, hello. Anyway, bigger. There we go. So there it is. Let my camera focus a bit. Here is the crank. And then, yeah, that's what this little guy looks like. All right, so let's get my big dumb face off of there. Put the Playdate back there. And here we go. So what Panic did, which Panic's the company who does the Playdate, who created the Playdate along with Teenage Engineering, they did this really cool thing where they have this app, this free app that you can use with your Playdate, and it's called Mirror, Playdate Mirror. So that allows me to hook up my Playdate to my PC, a Mac, and mirror it so I can stream some stuff. So I'll give you a bit of a walkthrough of the menu. Hey Pickle, how you doing? I'll do a short walkthrough of the menu, and then we'll just jump right into some games. So the first game, so how I should run through like how this works exactly. So you see on the top of the screen there, it says Season 1. So they're releasing games in seasons, and so far they've only announced Season 1. I suspect that there will be a Season 2. It seems like this is a pretty successful thing. So every week, 2 games get loaded onto your Playdate. They just magically appear on your Playdate. And 2 games a week for 12 weeks, so for a total of 24 games. And that comes with your Playdate. Everybody who buys a Playdate gets Season 1 included. 24 games. So the first 2 games here are Whitewater Wipeout, which is a pretty neat game that is very inspired by California games, specifically the surfing mode in California games. And then the second one is Casual Burger, which I loved. I played all the way through that yesterday. It's a very bite-sized game. Took me probably 3 hours or so to play through. Loved it, and we'll show both of these in a little bit. But these were the first week. So this is week 1 of Season 1. These 2 games are, and off to a great start, I'd say. Really enjoyed them. Then you can also sideload other games. So what that means is basically you can either buy a game or download a game or a demo from like the community or an indie developer, and go to your Playdate account on play.date, which is their website, and just chuck these games into your account, and they just magically appear on your Playdate like moments later. It's kind of crazy how easy it is. So anyway, I did a few. This one is a surprise. We'll get to that in a little bit. I just wanted to demonstrate how new games work, and they come packaged like that. And then we've got Polly's Roly Rumble, which is a demo. I think it's 3 stages and a boss of a demo, and it's all accelerometer based. which I forgot to mention. The Playdate has an accelerometer, so we'll play a little bit of that. It's still in development. Bubble Factory, which is an indie game that I think was originally developed for Game Boy, and then he just ported it straight over to Playdate, and I believe it's kind of like, I don't know, it's got that old school arcade like root beer tapper vibe to it. We'll play that in a bit. Mash Gadget. This one's by one of my favorite I don't know, video game journalists. I don't know if he's still writing that much these days, but he also has a company. He's an indie developer and he goes by Bipedal Dog, but Ray Barnholt. And hey, Chew High Labs. Well, that's awesome. Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll be playing Whitewater Wipeout in just a little bit. I was just talking about it. But back to Ray Barnholt. He developed this little. Everybody loves Ray Barnholt, right? He developed this. It's basically like, well, I actually have it in a drawer right here. It is Ray's take on the Hudson shooting watch. And I know that Ray is a big fan of Hudson and whatnot, so that's not a surprise that Ray, the first thing he put out on Playdate was a Hudson shooting watch spin-off. So that's pretty cool. I had to download it right away. This is an indie thing. I'll talk about that later. And then this one's funny, a joke that's worth 99 cents. We'll mess around with that for a bit, but my wife was obsessed with this all day yesterday. Bomber Panda. I think I keep mistakenly calling it Panda Bomber. But anyway, this is a Bomberman kind of clone-ish, kind of, in a way. And then Bloom, which was kind of I believe it was the first commercially available, like not as part of the seasons, game available for Bloom or for Playdate. So we'll get to that in a bit. And then down here are the settings. Now what's kind of cool about this, so the menu, you can scroll through the menu, of course, using the crank. And what I like about Mirror is it shows everything that I'm doing, so you can see me spinning the crank as I'm spinning the crank. It's kind of neat feature. So let's get to the games. And I'm a little, I gotta say, I'm a little intimidated that somebody from Chew High is here, because I'm really bad at this game. Really bad at it, but I like it. I like it a lot. My high score, I'm embarrassed to say, is 14,000. The music's great in this, by the way. I'm just going to let the music ride for a second. I mean, how great is that music? Mark, you suck ass. Okay, so I'll get to I'll show, if I can, the leaderboards in a minute, so folks who haven't played this yet can see just how pathetic 14,000 is. And 14,000 was a fluke, man. I usually average right around 5,000. All right, here we go. So, like I said, very much inspired by California games. And if you guys have any tips for me, man, that would be awesome. So I've been pushing up with the up button to try to get more air. And it seems to work. So you can't see me. I'll try to, if I can. I'm going to screw myself up, but am I on camera there? Okay, so I'm actually using the crank, to control, or control the angle of the board. Maybe the best tip I got for this game was that the crank down. Oh man, here we go. Gonna wipe out. Not interesting. Use the D-pad. Okay, so tell me about the D-pad. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna pause it. Tell me about the D-pad. So I know that when you push up on the D-pad, as you get to the crest of the wave, I guess it's called, I know that's supposed to give you a boost, but tell me about the left and right, because man, my brain was not functioning. It wasn't putting that together. I feel like you can spin faster if you turn, let's say I'm cranking to the right and pushing to the right at the same time. Does that make you spin faster? I don't know. All right. So let me see. Maybe you can find out. You just use up Squirrel Boy. Yeah. Okay. And then the other tip I need is like I've been sorry, trying to talk and not screw up at the same time is challenging. The other tip I need is like I'll have a good run going, and then all of a sudden the wave will just be right on my ass, and it doesn't seem like I can avoid it at all. Is there any like quick way to outrun it? Like right now, I feel like, man, I feel like the only way to outrun it is by doing tricks, I guess. But boy, I'm. Uh, and now I'm gonna. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna pause it. Definitely use up when you jump. Pick up speed with little tricks, then get those combos. Gotta pick up speed, get speed first. Little tricks going up and down on the wave. Okay. All right. All right. Noted. Here we go. I've got another board left, so I'm good. Oop, that was bad. I was trying to get fancy there. All right. 839. That's pretty pathetic. Okay. So this always says try pressing left or right in the air. So here are my high scores. It's sad, right? So you'd think that 14,000, that seems pretty good, relatively speaking. Well, let's show the global rankings once. Holy cow. Over 1 million. And Squirrel Boy, I'm pretty sure I saw your name right there. You are number 2 in the world. So pressing LR in the air helps the spin. Okay. Yeah, someone beat you, man. Okay, so to get those combos fast. All right. I'll keep it up. Here we go. All right. So I usually do like a little baby move right at the beginning here. And then a quick 360. All right. And I start trying to get a little fancier. All right, double 360. Whoa. Oof. All right, here we go. This is embarrassing. I got people who created the damn game, plus the one who's number 2 in the world watching me just. What's that surfing term called? Is that a Grammy? It's like a poser. Or is that song? I think Pearl Jam covered it, called Grammy Out of Control. Is that me? All right, I got some good speed going. Okay, here we go. Oh, look at that. Triple 360. See, now the wave's on my ass. And I can when it does that, I can never outrun it. All right, here we go. So I do a baby trick there to kind of get some speed. A little 360. I'll check the chat in a second if you guys are giving me tips or just mocking me, which is fine too. While I'm talking, oof, got cocky. Pro tip, weed. All right, 35.22. That's about my average, which is embarrassing, but that's about my average. I tend to get right around there. If anybody's going to be at Midwest Gaming Classic in Milwaukee this weekend, let me know in the chat. I'd love to talk Playdate with some folks while I'm there. But I will be spreading the word of Playdate at the Midwest Gaming Classic. So let's see. What do we have here? Hell yeah, when there's lines on the screens, The points can get... Okay, big points. That's where to do the combos. Yeah, it is a long way from Kyoto. I bet. But I host a trivia show. Oh, see? Playdate crashed. You guys see that? So I'm going to have to restart. I'll submit that crash report later. But I do a trivia contest at Midwest Gaming Classic. And last time one of the questions was about the Playdate, so I'm hoping to get another Playdate reference in this weekend. I still have to finish writing all the questions. Ah, Christ, what am I doing? Okay, who farted? All right. I like how the surfboards change. How many surfboards are in the game? Like how many different surfboards? And do you unlock them with scores, or do they just pop up randomly? Whoa! Yeah, I don't know what I was doing there. I'm talking and not playing. So I'm gonna stop talking for a minute. Okay, baby trick. Okay. All right. This is a bad run. Yep, 124. My very first score in this game, I think, was like 30 something. I don't know. It was bad. Okay, I'm going to try it again. Try it again. Baby trick. 360. Pick up a little bit of speed. There we go. Oh, I tried to go for a triple. Okay. What am I up to? 330? Oof, sad. Okay, here we go. There we go. Whoa! I feel like I should have got some points there for defying the laws of gravity. Oh, alright. Okay. So when the lines pop up, I get more points. I get a point boost, huh? Oh, okay. So I tried hitting the right button because you guys said the right button makes it spin quicker. So, but I feel like that I'll crash again. All right. We're gonna go one more time here before we go on to the next game. But I really dig this game. It's got that old school, obviously the California games vibe to it. But it's definitely one of those, one more try kind of games. And I was passing it back and forth with my wife and talking about, her trying to, beat high scores, or, our high scores, which are pathetic. But it's one of those games where I'm like, I'm going to get this. I'm going to figure it out. I'd really like to watch a run of somebody who's really good, like, Squirrel Boy, if you've got any footage of your crazy runs, I'd love to see that, just so I can see what an actual good and skilled player looks like instead of my pathetic self. All right, here we go. There we go. What? Woof. Sometimes when it freezes like that, it almost like freaks me out because see now it's coming. All right, now I gotta outrun him, and I'm like, how do I outrun him? I don't know. Yeah, I'm about to crash. Yeah, you should totally crap. Gotta pay attention. You should totally upload some of your plays. I'd love to see them. Okay, here we go. What? Whoa! Alright, I know I said that was going to be the last one, but I'm going to give it one more. Like I told you guys, this is like a one more try kind of thing. And I haven't looked at the camera to see my face while I'm playing this, but I'm guessing I'm like, got my game face. Alright, try it again. Here we go. Baby trick. Quick 360. I'm not sure if you guys answered. Oh shit. Not sure if you guys answered, but if anybody from Chuhai or any of the developers are in here, the surfboards. So I noticed there are a few different surfboards. Do you unlock them, or do they just appear randomly? Okay, here we go. Okay. There we go. Woof. Okay, I gotta get some speed going here. I'm just farting around with these little baby tricks. Now I'm gonna die. Yeah, okay. Hey Nathan, how you doing? Okay, baby trick. Nathan, I'm a scrub at this game, so I'm gonna try to get better. Does my face look intense? Sometimes my tongue sticks out. There we go. I need to get more speed going. Ugh. Okay. I don't know, man. Do I do one more? One more run, do you think? I've got like half dozen more games to get to, but it's hard to put this one down sometimes. Even though I seem to be getting worse at it, you know? I seem to be getting worse with every run. Alright, I'm going to try it again. One more. Hold upright when you come off the way. Oh yeah, hold up, yep. So I have been trying to do that, holding up right when I come off the wave to get more height. Yeah, I've been trying to do that. It's the turning, it's the hitting L and R that I feel like every time I try to do that, it goofs me up. Oh shit, I knew I screwed that up. You'll see the border shift his position, yeah. Okay. Oh, crap. Woo! That was luck. I got away with something. Alright, I need more speed here. Yeah, I think yesterday, I think I managed a quadruple. Only once, though. Oh, shit. Alright. That was a bad run, and I don't want to end it that way. So, one more try. Oh, try holding it longer? Okay, okay. Oh, we crashed again. Come on. What's going on? The game's trying to kick me out of it. So hold the up. Don't just click the up. Okay. Noted. Noted. That's why we're doing this stream, right? So I can get good. Oh, I see. You hold up. Okay, okay. I crashed there, but I see what's going on. Okay. Thank you for the tip. Sorry, trailer park. Sorry. Okay. This is a busted run already. So I can tell already this is going to be a lie about my just one more. Oh, look at that. There's the triple. Okay. It's holding up is the secret. Boom. Look at that. All right. All right. Oof. No one cares. All right. Well, you gave me a good tip. So we're gonna do it one more time. One more time. All right. And then I promise I'll stop. You guys don't need to watch me practice my crappy skills. Okay, speed. Okay, and plus I suck. Yeah, rocking it. Yeah, right. I got 15 points. Ah, shit. Hey, Tex. How you doing, buddy? Okay, there we go. Ah, okay, so I promised, right? I promised that that would be the last run. All right. I ended on a score of 57. I mean, come on. 57. All right, I think I might have to let it go. I might have to let it go because I did promise after all. Okay, and we crashed again anyway. The game's trying to tell me to knock it off. So, okay. So that was the first game out of season 1. Fun game. A game that I'll probably be playing as long as I play my Playdate. It's just, and frankly, I mean, for whatever reason, I didn't think I'd be interested in it, you know, but I am. I love it. This next one is called Casual Birder. It's another game that I adore. So it's made by Diego Garcia. I forget what his Twitter handle is. It's something like Diego Too Cool or something Garcia. I forget. But I love this game. Absolutely love it. I played through it yesterday. I did not find all, as you can see, I found 21 out of 26 birds. Yeah, right? You're like bird watching, but is different. So those of you guys who follow me at all or know who I am at all know that I love Earthbound, the Mother games, Mother 3 as well. So any game that has kind of that quirky, lighthearted adventure style to it, I'm going to love automatically. So I think maybe we'll start with a new game instead of doing my continue because I don't want to spoil anything for anybody. So we're going to start a new game and we'll play for just a little bit. Yep, we're going to start a new game. I mean, just immediately I'm in, right? Immediately I'm like sucked in. I'm like, this game's made for me. The art style, the music, the dialogue. This is my kind of game immediately. It's got kind of like a mild Pokemon look to it, you know. But it also, another thing that I love about this game is I like these bite-sized games. Games like Minute, and then A Short Hike is another one. Are the buttons clicky? Yep, they're pretty clicky. Can you hear it? So anyway, do you know anything about bird photography? You're going to have a rough time here if you can't at least handle the basics. You got a camera on that phone, right? There's a bobby sitting around here somewhere. See if you can snap it for me. But yeah, the buttons are clicky. And I like it. I love the feel of the buttons, honestly. Don't forget to focus with the crank. Okay, so here we go. So the object, for the most part, is to take pictures of birds. So you see a little bird on the park bench there, right? So I'm going to hit the A button, and then I'm going to scan the screen with the D-pad, and then use the crank to focus in on the bird. Once you're focused in, boom, you take a picture, you got a new bird. Got to catch them all, right? Oh, Wink, you got your shirt. Nice. Glad you got it. I got a notification that it was delivered, so all the way in Canada. So anyway, the object seems to be got to catch them all, right? You take pictures of as many birds as you can. And there are 26 total, I think, something like that. But there's more to the game than that. Now, if I tried to take a picture of the bird out of focus, it would do this. It would just say question mark, right? And then you can check your pictures, right? And it says question mark, so I'm going to delete that one. So you have to get it in focus, and that comes into play later on in the game. All right, so let's go talk to our buddy here again. Did you manage to get it? Let's have a look. Going to show him the pic. Yep, there we go. See, I love the dialogue in this. It's just damn charming, right? All right, he's got to get going. Do me a favor. Someone he likes, so her name's Maggie. Give her this package. That's kind of your first mission. Follow the road, head over the bridge. Watch out for bad birders. So that's a little foreshadowing to what's coming. If you're familiar with Team Rocket, you're kind of going to know what's up here. So you go in your house. Not a lot to do in your house. You can look at stuff. It's PP McFrog. He's a pretty nice boy. I like to keep him on my bed because he likes being on my bed. All right. And that really is the extent of the stuff there is to do in your house. I mean, you can look at other stuff and, dialogue comes up, but that's about it. So let's get a move on here. You hear the squeaky shoes? Hard to catch birds, or hard to snap pictures of birds with squeaky shoes, right? So you can go in all these buildings, etc., etc. There's a bird. I'm going to take a picture of him. Let's do it. Come here, bird. I'm going to focus in while he's wandering around. Where'd he go? There he is. Come here, buddy. Got him. Junk bird. All right. And who's this creepy guy hanging out behind here? Let's find out. Hey kid. How you going? Your shoes are really annoying. They're all squeaky. I can't stand it. It's like grip, grip, grip. Let me know if you need any help getting over it. All right, so that's it for now. We'll come back and talk to him later. We're gonna need his help later. All right, so here I don't have any control. It's just story time. So this guy is running from something. Here they come. Street toughs. I love the animation, like her pulling her hair, you know. Look at this guy, what he's that kind of casual birder. Scrub Jay. And she jacks him right in the gut. Down he goes. Later, chump. So now we have our conflict. Right? Alright, we wake up in a strange house. Whoops. Sometimes you kind of have to be in the right spot to do the dialogue. Alright, kid, I found you passed out on the street. Pet store owner said you got pretty good. It's pearly-eyed thrashers, I tell you. Dang hooligans indeed, Tex. Anyway, I'm Maggie. Some of the old hatchlings called me Old Mag. I've made peace with that. You're Maggie? Hey, you know, we've heard of Maggie, right? So we give Maggie her gift. It's very nice to my dearest magpie. Kid, I don't even know you. It's from Moto. And he had you give it to me, yes. Alright, so now we get our field diary. The pearly-eyed thrashers. As Tex would say, dang hooligans. They'll stoop to anything, stealing pictures, beating up snappers. Alright, so now we have our mission. You gotta get a picture of the bird of legend. He just laughs. Ha ha ha. Alright, so he's got the diary. And there you go. And now we're on our way. So that's pretty much like the game. You know, it's a good introduction. Don't let literally everybody down. So then you go out and you just got to go start taking pictures. Oh, special camera, and here comes a bird, and the bird's going to take it away. So now we've got another mission. So we're going to take pictures with our normal camera. So first thing I'll do here is I'll snap a picture of these guys up here. And unlike Pokemon Snap or any of those other kind of camera-based games, the framing, you don't get like extra points for framing or anything like that. They just have to be in focus and in the frame at all, right? I was thinking at first that if I could get a action shot of these guys actually honking, I'd get like extra points or something. That's not really the case. So in that regard, it's pretty basic. So you just go around, you take pictures, you talk to townsfolk, and that's the game. I love it. I absolutely adore it. I sat and, like I said, played it for 2-3 hours until I got to basically the end game, the end credits, and had a great time with it. So that is Casual Birder. All right, we're going to move on. Here we go. All right, so those currently are the 2 Season 1 games. So this is Week 1, Season 1. I don't have Week 2 yet. I know some people have Week 2, but I am not one of those lucky ones. So we're going to go down to my side-loaded games. We'll get to that in a moment. Let's go to Mash Gadget, just because this will be quick. I mentioned before that this game, or I hesitate to call it a game, but this is by Bipedal Dog, who is Ray Barnholt, and I'm a big fan of Ray Barnholt. he and Jeremy Parrish were my two favorites back in the 1UP days, and whenever Ray is on Retronauts, no matter what the topic, I always listen to him. He's got a chill vibe. I really dig the guy, and he's got a similar taste in gaming to mine. So this Mash Gadget is basically Ray's spin on the Hudson shooting watch, which I just happen to have here in my desk drawer. And this is basically a gadget that measures how quickly you can push a button. It's got a stopwatch and all that stuff. I know that Ray, just based on listening to him on podcasts and seeing him and stuff, he's a big fan of Hudson and Takahashi Meijin. So it's not surprising that he would create something similar to the Hudson shooting watch. So it's basically the same deal. It shows the time. It's currently that time, 21:42, 9:42. It's got a stopwatch. There you go. So just like the Hudson shooting watch. And then it times how quickly you can mash A in, I believe, 10 seconds. So let's find out. I believe it starts just when I start mashing. So you're going to see the top of my head and me mashing furiously down here. So enjoy that. Here we go. '86. I beat my record. Apparently, if you go here, Ray lets you know, or Bipedal Dog lets you know that master mashers can score 160 or more. That's insane. That's almost double my score. I am not a master masher. So let's go back. All right. And this one I think is 5 seconds. So let's see how I do in 5 seconds. I think before I did 44. So let's see if I can beat that. Can't. 42. All right. So that's really it. And then there is safe cracker. So I'm going to have to crank up the volume for this one, because this is turning the crank until you hear something. Oh, here we go. And you have a certain amount of time to do it. It's fascinating to watch, right? Just me turning a crank. But you have to do it slowly. I did it yesterday. I'm not going to make it. All right, let's start it over. Yeah, okay, it doesn't let you start it over. Or does it? Okay, here we go. This is fascinating viewing, right? Let's watch a guy very slowly turn a crank until it makes a noise. Come on. There it is. Okay. Now I go back. I've got 14 seconds. Yesterday's. Oh, crap. I'm going to lose. Anyway, that's the gist of it. And I'm sure that was fascinating for you guys to watch. This last one with the question mark on the far right, that I don't know what it is. I believe he says here, what does he say? Boom, 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 boom. Oh, it must have been on the website where I downloaded it. I think he said if you play the game a bunch, this last one will open up. So anyway, that is that one. Mash Gadget. Anyway, if Ray, if you happen to catch this stream at any point, or the replay, I'll be posting it on YouTube. Just wanting, big fan of your stuff. You got me into Game Center CX. I always loved reading your stuff and seeing you on One Up Show and all the other stuff, and the work you did with Jeremy Parrish. So keep it up. I watch your streams every now and then, so thank you. All right, so moving along, let's go to Bomber Panda. So as you'd imagine, this one is basically, all right, gotta turn the volume down on my unit. So this one is basically a Bomberman clone-ish. So I'm going to start at the first level. I've made it up to level 9 so far. I think there's something like 31, 32 levels. And you get 1 life. At least as far as I can tell, you get 1 life. This one's available on itch.io. I think it's just a couple bucks. And maybe, you can have the option of paying more, of course. So let's start out. So I am a huge Bomberman fan. Have been since I was a kid. So you got this cute little panda wearing a box on his head. And you can go straight down the exit right away, but I want to try to get more items. The one critique I have about this is that the bomb doesn't start flashing before. So now I can run a little faster, but it doesn't start flashing before it explodes. So you just kind of have to get the hell out of the way. So yeah, I don't know why I'm looking down. I can look at the screen. It seems to make more sense, and it's bigger. So the first couple stages are pretty basic, pretty easy, as most Bomberman games are, but I like to blow up all the barrels to try to get more items. You can see on the right, you can get extra bombs, you can get higher flame, and you can get more speed. But I like the graphics, I like the look of it. I like that they're barrels. I don't know why, it's just a strange choice, but we've got our first enemy, or obstacle, I guess. But I'll just zip past him here. Later on you encounter spiders, and those stinking spiders get me almost every time. Because they just charge you. No items. Alright, so like I said, very, very much a Bomberman clone. Here we go, more speed. So I can get out of the way quicker. I guess that would be cool if like the bomb started flashing just before it exploded. All right, these guys, these little spiders, the moment they catch a whiff of you, they come at you. And they come at you quick. Come on, buddy. All right. Never mind him for now. Come here, buddy. Ah, die. Die already. Oh, there he goes. He charged for me and he killed himself. Alright. In the interest of time, I'll just keep moving along. I'll play as though people are watching instead of playing for myself. Now we have a key to unlock the exit. A lot of speed. I could use another bomb. Alright, here we go. Is that going to be another bomb? Probably not. Nope. Alright, out we go. So you guys get the idea. It does progressively get more challenging and definitely more interesting. And I'll take a good Bomberman clone any day of the week. So definitely recommended. Couple bucks, like I said. I think there are 30 some stages. Very cool little game. Very cool little Bomberman clone. And since, Konami I guess they put out a couple Bomberman games recently, but neither of them have really lit my world on fire, so I'll take Bomberman wherever I can get it. All right, shall we move on? Yes, we'll move on. Again, you can get this game on itch.io. Go to itch.io and search, just type in Playdate, all one word, and you'll find a whole pile of games, demos, prototypes, and then like this, a few completed games. That's where I got this. That's where I got Mash Gadget. So definitely check it out. We'll get to Bloom in a little bit. That might be the last one that I show. Here's another one. This will be a quick one. A joke that's worth 99 cents. So if you enjoy simple little mindless games like time killers, like Flappy Bird, I guess, then you'll like this. This is one of those games that makes you laugh. It makes you scream out in frustration. My wife was obsessed with it all day yesterday until she finally actually finished it. She got to the end. So basically, before I started, I'll just give you the premise. You see the little dude bouncing on his butt there. You take the crank, and he's going to bounce on the crank. And it's a physics-based thing, so you want to keep him bouncing without falling. And then to add a little more complexity to it, there are stars that appear, and you want to bounce them into the stars. And with every star you get, so the whole thing is, this is a joke, right? There's a narrator telling a joke. And every time you get a star, another part of the joke is unlocked, another line. So it's basically three guys are in a bar. You know, the fairy comes, the first guy says, I want this. The second guy says, I want this, blah, blah, blah. And it continues like that, on and on and on, until the end of the joke, which I know, but I won't spoil. Without further ado, here we go. I'm going to turn up the volume a little bit. Okay, we're talking about a joke that's worth 99 cents. You guys hear the audio okay now? I'm going to turn it up a bit. It's bouncy butts, cracking the stars, cracking the joke. It's the longest joke. The longest joke in the world. All right, here we go. I've got the audio loud because I want you guys to hear it, and I'm gonna kind of shut my mouth a little bit and play the game. Thank you, Nathan. I appreciate it. Sorry for the technical difficulties there. That was brutal.
The great fairy says. The first guy responds.
All right.
That's cool. I'd like to have a milk. The joke.
So every time you fall, the joke starts over.
Three guys are sitting in a bar.
And it's super annoying, but it's also super hilarious.
The great fairy says, I grant you 3 wishes. That's cool. I'd like to have $1 million.
Come on, no. And every time the song starts over as well.
Crank up the game. It's the cranky. 3 guys are sitting in a bar when a great fairy appears. The great fairy says, game. 3 guys.
So I got pretty far on this yesterday,
the great fairy says,
and my wife was so determined that she sat for about an hour and finished it.
That's cool. I'd like to have $1 million.
Or at least got to the end of the joke.
3 guys are
She fell off right at the end, so.
Says,
but it gave her like an end game kind of thing, so.
That's cool. I'd like to have $1 million. The second guy says. So the first guy has $1 million, and the fairy says.
Come on.
3 guys are sitting in a bar. 3 guys are sitting in a bar. The great fairy says. It's bouncy butt. 3
it's
guys
a fancy
are sitting
butt.
in a bar.
I love when it comes back on that line.
I grant you. Crack. 3 guys are sitting in a bar when a great fairy appears. The great fairy says,
oh crap.
I grant you 3 wishes. The first guy in the stars crack. 3 guys are sitting in a bar. 3 guys are sitting.
It's the longest
joke. The 3 guys are sitting in a bar when a great fairy appears. The great fairy says, I grant you 3 wishes. That's cool. I'd like to have $1 million. And the fairy says,
Ah, and the fairy says,
3 guys are sitting in a bar when a great fairy appears. The great fairy says, I grant you 3 wishes. The first guy responds, that's cool. I'd like to have $1 million. And the fairy says,
ah, damn it.
in the world. 3 guys are sitting in a bar.
Come on.
3 guys are sitting in a bar. 3 guys are sitting in a bar. The great fairy says, I grant you 3. 3 guys are sitting in a bar. The great fairy says, 3 guys are sitting in a bar.
All
When a
right.
great
So
fairy,
you guys get it. This is the game.
great fairy says, 3 guys are
All
sitting
right.
in a bar.
And the next time I die, we'll
When a
move on
great
to the next
fairy
thing.
appears, the great fairy says, I grant you 3 wishes.
Oh.
That's cool. I'd like to have $1 million. No problem. It's in
Ah,
your
there
account.
it is.
Of course it
All right.
is.
I'll turn the audio down now.
99 cents on Playdate.
So that is a joke that's worth 99 cents. I think it's terrific. I love it. Simple. All right. What do we have left? Okay, let's try this one. Polly's Roly Rumble. This one is a demo currently. I'm only going to play it for a minute because I'm horrible at it. But the Playdate has an accelerometer, right? So this is kind of like Kirby's Tilt and Tumble a bit. That you use the accelerometer to control it. So I'm going to be staring down at my Playdate here as I roll around. There we go. I want to start on level 1. Here we go. So it looks great. I'll turn up the music a bit. The music's really good. So you roll around, you jump. You can attack by kind of butt stomping. The butt stomp's a little slow. So that's one of my pieces of feedback on this, is that the butt stomping seems a little slow. There's like a checkpoint. And there seems to be like a lot of areas you can go to, and there's some hidden areas. I'm really bad at jumping at the platforming part. I think I'm going to a place that's like a hidden area. If I can get there. Oh, I got there. And then... Oh. Okay, you fall in. You don't really lose any health if you fall in the water, which is cool because I fall in the water a lot. So you can do like a charge dash, which I'm not great at every time. See, takes me a few times. Oh, and I just went the wrong way. Okay. There you go. Must be capped at like 3 hearts. Then we get a bit of story. But yeah, this is a neat little game. Again, it's a demo. So there's a lot more to go. But I'm really interested in seeing where it goes from here. I kind of forgot that the Playdate had an accelerometer until I found this demo today. So I wonder how many developers are gonna take advantage of it. Yep, got it. This is where I die a lot. Or not die, but fall in the water a lot. So pretty neat though, right? What people are already doing with this thing. Very cool. And I love that, like, the community so far, like the development community is like, hey, here's a game I'm working on. Go ahead and download it to your Playdate and give me some feedback. I love that about this already. All right, so that is what's this thing called? Roly Poly something or other. It's very cool though. So again, there's a demo out there. Poly's Roly Rumble, and I downloaded this on the Playdate developer forum. So if you sign up for a Playdate account and you go to their developer forum, there's all sorts of demos and prototypes. Okay, got a couple more here I want to go through. Let's take a look at Bubble Factory. So this is one that's like an old school, almost like a root beer tapper, like kind of, you know, pop bubbles. People are going to come after you. It's going to get faster, more hectic. Played it a bit last night. So you're in a bubble factory, and you're like a little shyster here who wants to pop all the bubbles, and then the security guards are coming after you, and you need to pop them all. You need to pop them before they get to the end of the conveyor belt, right? Otherwise you lose a life. And then you also can't get caught by the security guards, or you lose a life. And it starts out, you know, fairly easy, as you'd expect, and like any good old school Game & Watch style score chase game, you know, it gets faster, more hectic, more bubbles, more cops, or security guards, whatever. But that's it, and it's super neat, you know. It's a very, very casual game, very simple game. My high score is 297. This, I forget where I downloaded it. I don't think, it might have been on itch. Again, go to itch.io and just search Playdate, and a whole bunch of games will pop up. I can't remember if this one's on there or not. I think it might just, actually, now that I think about it, I think it might just be on the dev forum for Playdate. So you sign up for a Playdate account, go to the dev forum, and you can download all sorts of little games like these. So yeah, I mean, that's the gist of the game. I only wanted to show it for a second because, you know, other than it getting more hectic and fast, there's really nothing else to it. It's just a fun little time killer, Game & Watch style game. All right, so that is Bubble Watch. Bubble Factory. And then, so when you download or sideload a game onto your Playdate, you get a notification on your screen that you've got new software, and then your new software comes up and it looks all gift wrapped like this. They kind of did this on the 3DS as well, you know, but it's neat. So let's open her up. Yoink. So Mobware Mingame Jam. I've never played this. I have no idea how good it is, but apparently it's just a series of mini games made by some folks. Okay. So it's basically, what am I doing? It's like WarioWare. Alright, so just a bunch of quick games. So I had no idea what was happening there. So let's try it again. Where am I? Yeah, I died. Close the gate. Okay. Alright, I'm doing awesome at this. I love WarioWare too, so let's roll and see what else we got. I died. Oh, I see. This one uses the accelerometer. There we go. Okay, that's cool. I finally passed one. Got him. Okay, I'm starting to get it. Whoa. Come on, how much time do I have left here? There we go. That was cool. Upside down success. All right, I got that one. Oh, I love this. All right, so that's pretty cool, right? I'm scrolling through the credits here. Very cool. All right, so yeah, just little games like this you can download for free. Where did I get this one? Might have also been on the dev forum, but check itch as well. I did not mean to start over. All right, game over. Excellent. I love it. All right, let's go back. I have just a couple things, other things to show here. Now, Panic, who makes the Playdate, also has a cool tool called Pulp, and you can make your own little games. And I am not a developer at all. I have zero coding experience. I can barely function half the time. But I was like, I'll mess around a little bit. And I made this just little thing in like no time at all. So this was based on the movie we made, Attack of the Psychedelic Zombies, man, which you can find on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, Mojo Menace. But anyway, it's based on the characters from that movie. And so you go over here. There's Dong smoking in the kitchen. Deliver this pizza to your psycho band. So that's your first mission. You got pizza. And I did a bunch of stuff. This is the bathroom. Use the toilet. Down here we've got the stage. He's waiting for Twister's Revenge to start 3 days in advance. I hear they rehearse out by the lake, so that lets him know he's got to go out to the lake. So anyway, I have no programming experience, and I was able to just make this really simplistic thing in just like a few hours. So that's pretty cool. I think there could be a lot of hobbyists, making games. That's a trash thing. Dumpster. Here's his car. You're out of gas, gonna have to deliver that pizza on foot, and that's pretty much where I ended. Here's a sign. And then I think this might be the last room. I don't know if there's anything down here. Yeah, that's it. So anyway, simple little pulp game that is very much incomplete. And then finally, I think this is the last thing I have to show, is Bloom. So Bloom, I believe, is the first commercially available game, outside of the seasons. I pre-ordered it before the Playdate came out. And there's not a lot to show at the moment because it's kind of an idle game, right? So it goes with real time and things happen in the background and you just kind of follow along with the story. So I haven't played it a whole bunch. The story's about a girl who's dropping out of college to open up a flower shop, which you can see on the top right there. and she's on the bottom right. So you see that little phone icon on the bottom right. Looks like I have new text messages. So this is kind of where most of the game is. It's within the dialogue. So she said, "Hey, I'm heading out now. I locked your door." And then I say, "All right, have a good day." And, you know, so this isn't a really great game to demonstrate via stream. Because it's slow. It's more narrative driven. And it's an idle game, so you can just sit here for a long time and nothing happens. You have to come back in a few hours. But I wanted to show it because I'm really impressed with like the style of it. So that was that. I got a text from my girlfriend there, and then you can take the elevator by using the crank and go up to the roof. I planted these dandelions because that's really all I could do up here. I only have 100 yen. I can't buy any more, so there's really nothing else to do up here other than maybe water my dandelions. Because my landlord's got a bunch of garbage up here, but I've seen screenshots where this whole area is cleaned up and you have a whole garden up here. So I assume that drives the narrative forward a little bit. So let's go back downstairs. And there are a couple other things you can do. So you can shop. All I could afford were dandelions, and all I could plant were 4 of them, so I'm not going to buy a 5th. The shop tells you when they have new flowers in. There's a game. It's basically kind of asteroids, and I set it to auto shoot because I was finding the manual shoot to be too slow for me. So it's a little phone game you can play on your virtual phone. That's kind of neat. Here you can pay your rent, which I can't afford to do now. You can see I only have 100 yen. Let's see what else you have here. It tells you what the weather is. Now this looks, and I'm going to check this out right now because this looks suspiciously like my actual real live weather forecast. So let me check it. Weather Channel says, okay, it's pretty close. It's not the same. I live in Minnesota, so the weather here sucks. That's pretty darn close though to my actual, what my actual weather is going to be here in Minnesota. So I know that the time is based on the actual real time, but I don't think they do location. Anyway, where are we at here? This was like a capsule game, and I think you might only be able to do, I don't know, 1 per day maybe. I've only been able to do 1. And I got this cat. Reminds me of the cat on the roof, I assume. What else we got here? This shows the credits. You can crank your way through the credits. So that's pretty cool. And then here, you can change your settings. And that's where I changed my minigame auto fired on. So anyway, that's kind of the game. It's an idle game, so apparently there's a lot more to it. I saw people in the Panic Discord chat saying that they got to like certain story beats that were kind of turning points in the game and whatnot, and some said that it got really sad or whatever, but I've only been playing it I started it today, so I am not at all anywhere of note. So all right, so my friends, that is the Playdate. I'm on week 1 of this thing, and I love it. I adore it. I think it's super cool. It's a fun little toy, fun little gadget that I'll be using a lot, and I'm excited for weeks 2 through 12. And the community for Playdate is super cool. There's a Discord out there. Just go to Discord and search for Playdate. You'll find it. Super cool people, lots of development stuff in there. If you're interested in programming for it or making a pulp game or something, there are people in there that give a lot of good tips. It's a really nice community. Like any Discord thing, every now and then someone jumps in there and you're like, what's with this guy? But for the most part, great community, and I highly recommend it. So thanks for joining me, and thanks to Chuhai and the other devs who jumped in tonight. That was super cool. I appreciate it. Thanks for letting me show you how shitty I am at your games. So anyway, that's it. And sorry about the technical difficulties halfway through, but we made it through, didn't we? Talk to you guys later. Bye.